Am I alive? There was a bit of a pause in the beginning there. Wait, am I live? I don't know if I'm live. Also, I just need to connect to there I am. That took a while. What the fuck? Okay, wonderful. To connect to there I am. That took a while. Fuck. Okay, wonderful. All right, shut the fuck up, me. I actually forgot to get my laptop charger. So let me get that shit. I don't want it to die on me. And just a heads up, I'm done with this drawing. Hey, Sunrise, what's up, dude? Sunrise GT14, what the fuck? A real fan? You popped on within seconds. Excuse me, please. I'm just struggling to plug my laptop in. What's up? I'm good. I just Broken Draw was streaming today, and that inspired me. He just finished like 10 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago, basically just now. He always inspires me to stream as well. Plus, I'm very neglectful of my fans, as is evidenced by my lack of streaming. But okay, yeah. Basically, I'm done with this drawing. I am not continuing it. Like, I literally don't care for it. I feel as if I've kind of learned what I could from this. Anything more, personally, I think is gonna clutter it. So I finally changed my profile picture. I've noticed it went from being something else to this. You can tell I'm very attentive. But yeah, I'm because and the thing is I already kind of messed everything up here because I didn't stick to simple shapes. The goal for the next drawing that I do is simplicity, not because the shapes are going to be hyper simple. I'm going to try to design things around them, but because I I want to avoid texturing. Like right now, texturing should not be the main goal, right? But yeah, how are you doing, Sunrise? I don't actually remember if you're a recent fan or not. My fucking my watch hours per month have completely gone to shit. So we're on track. We're on track for 2K 280 subs. But let's see. See, this is like the part where I don't and I'm gonna really focus for the because I have another piece of paper ready, right? I'm really gonna focus on just let's see what the fuck. What is the perspective here? It's like right around there. Let's just call this a cylinder. Yeah, I'm really going to focus on composition and design. Like those are my two main areas of weakness, right? Of course, perspective could always be better. A million things could always be better, but those are my two main areas of weakness. So I'm gonna do my best to focus on them, right? Right now, I'm literally just finishing this drawing by adding this fucking leg here, but just assume the drawing was already finished last stream, however long ago that was. Oh God, my lines. Should I grab my notebook and draw with you? I remember I asked you to draw my profile picture. Oh shit, this is that. You're that person. Well, I still have the drawing I did. Is this you? This right? I still have that. Yeah, go get your sketchbook. Draw along. That's hilarious. What the fuck? That's actually pretty funny. But yeah, see, like all these random textures that don't mean anything that I've been adding. It's all cluttering because what I'm doing is I'm not applying the knowledge. I'm not trying to further the knowledge I have, right? Yeah, like extend upon the knowledge that already exists and try to deepen it. I'm basically trying to apply knowledge that I don't have, and then that's muddying the drawing. Like the way I like to approach it and think about it is just let's focus on one thing at a time, and not in the sense that yeah, not in the sense that like don't try new things, right? But it's like try new things, try to push the limit of what you are learning currently. So when it comes to learn other things later on, that is kind of something that is not a detriment or something that's holding you back. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just the way I like to approach it. And I've noticed that I personally perform worse. Like, look at this. This texturing doesn't mean anything. I'm literally adding this just to mimic what I did in the front, but it doesn't mean shit. Right. So this drawing is done. Like it's done. I'm moving on. This is purely performative, which means it's useless, right? Like, and I already failed, not in the sense that the drawing is a failure, but just I made a lot of good failures because failures are all good when you try to learn from them, and I cluttered things. So I'm genuinely going to try to keep things like simple shapes, okay? Like actually just simple readable shapes. That's what I mean by the next goal is design, right? Fuck. Yeah, I still have this. Of course I still have this. I don't get rid of any drawings or anything. Like I literally get rid of nothing. It's pointless. Pointless, I say. But yeah, we're done with the drawing. Everybody enjoy it. Woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. Right. 3 people watching. What the fuck? Don't you guys have anything better to do? According to what's it called? My watch hours. Apparently everybody has something better to do now, which is very sad because I thought I was the only point of interest in everyone's lives. Truly a blow to my extreme humility that I tend to practice. But yeah, let's draw something new and let's focus on because I'm gonna draw for like an hour-ish, hour and a bit. Um, Nothing like extraordinary is gonna be accomplished in this drawing session, but I do want to try to keep things simple, right? So I want to establish my horizon line. And Fosco is an artist, and Artwad like has him as a teacher, and he helped create a bunch of the roads that Artwad has, right? And he gave me feedback because I gave this drawing in, right? I submitted this drawing. I'm like, bruh, please. I struggle so much with composition and with like cluttering and detailing. So the main thing he said was everything looks the same size, right? And you need to have like at least you need to basically have one or two focal points, and you need to think about the foreground, the midground, and the background. These are all like a lot of these words are kind of like I understand, but they're jargon in terms of applicability because I don't have the skills nor the theory or the understanding to apply them. But even with that being said, I the gist of what understand what he's saying is have things that people will actually look at, like that you want people to look at that draw the eye, and everything else should kind of be spaced around that or in the back, something like that, right? I'm gonna try it out. We're gonna give it a shot, and we'll see how it goes. But it's always going to be difficult. But that's a good thing. Like, it's always gonna be difficult. That's a good thing, right? So right now, I just need to focus on let's see, where do I want this thing? So I have an idea, right? Okay, so we'll make this the vanishing point, like somewhere. Oh, sorry, horizon line. We'll make this the horizon line, right? And we'll start with that. Okay, so we want this thing that I'm about to draw. Because again, I'm very mech focused. I love hard surface. I'm super into mechs right now. So I'll make whatever figures I draw mech focused, right? They'll be mech related, you know? So let's see. I'm really trying to visualize this and think about this, right? But it's obviously not going to be anything incredible. Let's see. So let's start with yeah, let's start with this. How big do I want this? Is a real question. Just because obviously I struggle with BRB. Nice. I'll see you soon. My one viewer, so proud, so proud. But how? Because scale. Okay, Fosco also mentioned scale. He's like established scale, right? So let's see. Dude, it's so difficult. It's so fucking difficult. The blank page, it's not even fear of the blank page. It's just trying to place things on a blank page in my mind, right? Trying to visualize it on the page, right? I don't know why I do this a lot. I'm always fucking spazzing my hands when I talk about things. That's the Vicky way. That's how you know I'm serious. I'm real hardcore. But okay, let's just, I mean, biggest thing to do is just start, right? So let's have this here. We'll have something here. And that should set the scale, hopefully. Right, that should hopefully set the scale. This is my horizon line. Do you see how much thinking goes into just fucking before I even do the drawing? Right, when you're mid like me, when you're just new, subpar, and everything is difficult. Like, there you go. Let's see. Okay, we'll do something like this, right? Okay, so that's establishing perspective. There you go. Okay, that establishes perspective. That's pretty good. At least I understand where I'm going with this now, right? Let's see, something like and that. So there you go. Multiple rounding or single rounding, everybody. But now we have to draw the thing I wanted to draw. And this is trying, like, I'm gonna try to make this my focal point, right? I don't know if I'm going to succeed, but I'm going to try to make it my focal point, right? So it's a good practice because this is actually what I'm drawing here is going to be what establishes my scale, right? Like this is what's going to establish um proportion. Or at least I'm going to try to focus on making what this here is to establish proportion. Right. And with that being said, we now need to think about what's happening here. Right. So this, what I want to draw here is it's like a scenario. So we'll do something like this. And here I'm gonna let just my intuition flow a little bit because while I do like thinking, trust me, I do like thinking quite a bit, right? I do want to see what happens when I just let intuition flow, right? And obviously trying to think about, hey, car studs. Is this a new fan? I don't think I've seen that name before. If you have popped up, apologies. How's it going, motherfucker? How's it going? Right? But let's see. Obviously, I'm going to do my best to keep shapes in mind, right? Because that's obviously like a big part of what I want to do right now, you know? So let's see. So I did this, and now we have to think about shapes, right? I have to think about how these connect. And this is why I love hard surface because it's all just difficult design, right? And I already kind of fucked this up here, but I feel as if I can make it make sense if I do something like this. Okay, so obviously I want some gesture in here, right? So maybe, right, maybe, okay, that's the left hand, right? And this already kind of looks bad, but it's okay because there's no rule that says that I had to be perfect about this, right? Clearly fucking not, right? But let's see. Okay, so I'm trying to think, and we'll perhaps have something like this as well. And again, like I'm trying to find that balance between creating pleasing shapes, but also it's a work in progress. I have nothing fucking else to say. Hello, hello, he is back or she is back. I don't fucking know. Right? It's all a fucking work in progress. It's hard to think about design genuinely, but I'm going to do my best to make whatever I draw at least focused right now on just have some interesting symmetry, have something, right? Have something. For the love of Christ, God damn it. Don't stop being shit is my MO right now. Let's see. Something like this. And this could very well be something that ends up being horrible. I'm a he, I don't believe in that weird stuff. Me neither. Genders are gay. But unfortunately I have one, so what are you gonna do? Right? So let's see. Okay, let's maybe do something like this, right? It's jutting in, coming out again, right? And that's coming in as well. And then this is some sort of visor, which, okay, this is not looking good. This is definitely not looking good. For sure, it's not looking good, but It's up to me to be like, how can I make this look halfway decent, right? Because I've I actually was going way too fast here. Like objectively, I'm just going way too fast. Perhaps there's a way to fix this, right? Maybe, maybe, probably not. Knowing me and my lack of skill, probably not. But who knows? Who knows? I've already kind of butt fucked everything. Now it's just time to continue sticking it in until something happens, right? So let's see. So we got this, and this is some sort of mech design, but already gesture is so subpar. And this was supposed to be something else. Now I kind of have to think, what can this become? Because what it was based off of a lack of thinking. Even though I thought I was thinking, I was actually drawing very fast. So clearly I wasn't thinking. But is there and then like this shape is just so bad. So the question is, what can be done to, I don't know, work around this shape? Well, maybe first I can put this in shadow. Maybe, right? I don't fucking know. We'll have to see. And let's see. Riveting. Oh, fuck me. God damn it. My bad. I hit like I hit the tripod. Riveting commentary, Viggy. Let's see. And a little bit more. Let's see. Okay. So what is happening? Well, if that's the elbow, supposedly, that I've drawn, and there you go. Maybe this is the other side of the head. Oh, okay. That kind of looks. Oh well, that line is a bit too thick, but that looks a little bit better. No, this all looks so bad. But I've committed. I've committed to making it look bad, clearly. So I just need to know what I'm gonna do now. I should have thought, wait, this is what happens when you don't think, guys. Like when you have my level of skill, this is what happens when you don't think, right? So it just comes down to, and again, like the fucking, it's so muddied. Like the composition, whatever I've done here. Viggy, hey, Tiny Reiki, how's it going? Why'd you tell me to be Naruto in my latest video? That's not even the relevant thumbnail, bro. The relevant thumbnail was the one two videos ago. That was like, believe it, date bayo. Date bayo, fucking annoying cunt, bro. Believe it, believe it, believe it. Fucking that Naruto dub. What were they thinking? What was the script that they gave her? But okay. Uh, hmm. You know what? We might have to turn this into a machine somebody's working on, because right now it's just not working. We literally might have to turn this into a machine that somebody is actually working on, because it's just it's just not the ain't it, as a youngin say, right? They say that, right? I'm not mistaken. Am I too old? Well, I'm still gonna practice design, of course. Now, what is the purpose of this machine that I've turned this, what was supposed to be a complicated mannequin, into? No fucking idea. Does it look like I know what I'm doing? I clearly am always struggling to figure out what the fuck I'm doing, right? So you're asking the wrong person, because you're not asking at all. I'm just giving away information that nobody cares about, right? And let's see. At least I can still focus on whatever I do make. At least we can focus on trying to make it a pretty interesting looking design, right? We can do that. We can definitely do that, because we know lonely date bio. I see. I see. I'm also lonely with my loving friends, family, consistent social circle. I'm just like you. There goes the sub. Let's see. Okay. So clearly, now this obviously looks like a fucking hand. So that's just something I'm gonna have to deal with. But I still wanted this to be my focal point, but it's become something completely different. So I don't know. I don't know where the fuck this is going anymore. I have no idea. Absolutely no idea where this is going. Right? Yep, there it goes, but not me. I don't understand. What does that mean? I don't understand what that means, but I agree. Question mark. Okay. Maybe this can just be like a really dangerous looking machine that everybody is scared of, right? So, okay, again, this is where the horizon line is, like right there. So we're going to I'm gonna allow myself to ideate freely, but obviously I'm gonna think about design. And that's the mistake, is like here I was ideating freely, but I wasn't even thinking about design. And that's where mistakes started to occur. I do agree. Everything you're saying, I agree, right? Never forget that as long as like, subscribe, and give me money, I will agree wholeheartedly, right? So let's see. We have something like this. Um, and we need to. There you go. Now this is obviously where I can try foreshortening. Emphasis on try. That's not bad. That's kind of okay, right? And let's see. Right, let's add some bending cylinders. And this is all like what ifs, by the way. It's like, what if I did this? I don't really have an idea as to what this machine is, but right now it's more about trying to design. Like I'm genuinely just trying to space things out. Because my big goal is like no matter what I draw today, or no matter what this drawing ends up becoming, if if I can space it out, if I can just space things out so it's kind of clear that like something is occurring, right? And it's much easier to tell that something is occurring than I have done my job. Then I think I've done what I need to do, and I'm relatively satisfied with that, right? Okay, so again, like I'm just trying to think like interesting shapes, right? What's something that could kind of look relatively okay, right? And also kind of intuition in the sense that okay, like what would this look like in perspective anyways, right? It's it's a really fine balance. That's just difficult. I feel like you curse so much, but you don't even compare to the people at my old school. Yeah, well, I'm not trying to be someone who curses a lot. That's just how I am. Like I just tend to speak that way. And yeah, there's always going to be people who swear more than me or less than me. And that's okay. That's okay. I forgive them for being worse or better because we're all human, you and I, right? If that made you shed a tear, you know where the like button is. See, okay, that was a fucking mistake. But again, I'm happy because like I'm trying to find design balance now, right? I'm actually trying to find a design balance. Whatever these now it's like whatever these shapes are. This cursing, swearing sounds cute. Oh, you shouldn't have. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, what was I saying? You fucking you distracted me with my own bullshit. God damn it. But what was I saying? Fuck. What the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, like it doesn't matter if the shapes make sense or not. Right now, it's just about. I guess I completely given up on my. No, no. This is still technically part of my original plan, which is we want shapes to be readable. We don't want things to be cluttered, and we want it to be clear to see what's happening. I didn't shed a tear. I'm leaving now, JK. You fucking dare to JK in my premise? God damn it. Right. Okay. So this isn't even following the perspective. Bless me. Right. So okay. So what's going on with this shape? How do I want it to look? Well, actually, I guess that's perfect because I can just do something like this, right? And then now this is attached here, right? And it's really difficult to reflect something in perspective, by the way. Like, it's actually fucking difficult. Because how does this look? If this is coming this way, then I have to something like this, right? Is that no, that's not even correct. See, I gotta make it larger too. That's a bit better, but still hard to tell. It's still definitely not in the perspective that should have been. Actually should have been further out, like so. Now we're just bastardizing it, but it's okay. We've made the mistake. What's your favorite soda? I don't drink soda. I only drink water because I'm healthy. What the fuck? You think I lived it for 10 years to answer what's your favorite soda on stream? Who do you take me for? Who the fuck do you take me for? But yeah, no, I do not consume narcotics on the other hand. Completely different question. I'll take all the drugs. But come on, soda, bro? Really? What the fuck? Who the fuck? Okay, so there's that. Now I just need to make the shape make sense. So it's something like this, right? We and then it follows the perspective, of course, and then we got there you go, something like that. And then on the other side, it also eh. Ta-da! That actually isn't bad. It's not good, but it's not bad, right? And then obviously it's wrapping around that side, so we don't really see much. Something like this, right? I mean, that looks pretty cool, technical. Hello, hey, Blue Mars, how's it going? How's it going? Your boy Blue Mars, he's risen from the depths of wherever he's been, which most likely was his life. Which is surprising that you guys have lives outside of me. Like, I'm genuinely shocked, but soon we'll be a lot more parasocial in about 10 years when I actually have an audience. Until then, sorry, exams. Don't be sorry. Just don't do exams. The fuck's wrong with you, bro? Viggy famming instead of examining instead of Viggy famming? Fuck, I fucked that up. That was gonna be funnier. Okay, so symmetry is a bit fucked, but it's like, okay, well, either way, let's just make these. This is just gonna be a large shape. That's it. We're not even gonna try to add details because details are for pussies, right? This is gonna be the area where things breathe. Everybody breathe. Look at that. It's so breathable, beautiful. I'm just gonna close that. Maybe we'll add little cylinders in there. But yeah, I'm trying to look at drawings of Kim Jong Il and like other people I look up to, and it's just pockets of detail. And this is one of those things where like, oh, fucking loody doo, la di da, look at me, I'm a fucking genius because I figured out pockets of detail mixed with interspersed with lots of white space. Right? Look at you, dumbass. You're a fucking genius because you just said the words. Well, can you apply them? No, then you didn't figure shit out. Right? I can jerk off over how much I understood something all I want, but unless I apply it 100,000 times, I don't understand anything. Right? So let's see. It looks like an overcomplicated metal detector. There you go. I didn't even mean for it to be that, but that's how we yabba dabba do. That's how we yabba dabba Jew. So now this, I don't know what the fuck this was supposed to be. This was originally supposed to be somebody's head and a hand, like a mechanical, mech design like that. And it went to shit, which is all this improvisation. I bet you were into math as well. I snorted math on a daily basis, actually. So not only are you calling me out, you're bringing back quite the nostalgic memories. Thank you. I appreciate that. Right. Uh, let's have this. There you go. Come out like that. Right. Something like this. Okay. Now it just comes down to again like shape, design. Woohoo! Go to sleep. You have a busy day tomorrow. I don't have shit to do tomorrow. What the fuck you on about? Please, sir, random stranger. But okay, well, we'll leave this as it is, actually. I think I have an interesting silhouette plan for this, hopefully. But one thing I like that a lot of artists do is when they just add we just add plating, right? We're just gonna add plating to make it See, just like that. Like this adds, in my opinion, so much realistic feasibility, if that makes sense, right? Like it just makes it look like, oh, this could be a bit more legitimate, just because we see plating all the time in real life, I believe, right? Like something like just doing this, and you're like, okay, it's screwed on now. Now this already looks, yeah, it looks like a retro vacuum. Yeah, and the thing is, like, I'm going to establish what is this lisp spinal, but I'm going to establish scale. But I'm really happy because like right now I can already tell I've gotten a lot better at design just from that challenge 52 like that week that I did last week, right? Of just trying to make simple shapes look interesting, literally boxes and cylinders. Because even if my perspective is off, my my trial and error and my intuitive understanding um is is that like okay, we can have symmetry, we can have things that like look, come in, we can have this have two or three, and then maybe we can have something larger, right? Slowly but surely. And don't call me Shirley, right? And I could even do something like, hold up, yeah, I could even do something like this where it's, and this right here could be a huge mistake, but that's what I'm trying to visualize it, right? And maybe this complicates things a little bit too much, right? But I could, I don't know if this is actually gonna work, but I could do something like this, right? Where it's wrapping around and then it's coming like this, right? Now, what does that mean? Because I added this indent. Well, what that means is I don't fucking know. Might be some bullshit. Let's see. Spinal, what the fuck is it? Oh, it's like a meme. Mike Tyson, he was asked in an interview. They're like, and he said they asked something. He's like, I broke my back, and they're like, could you explain? He's like, spinal, and he has a lisp. It's just he said spinal, but it looks like a retro vacuum. Yeah, it could. Did you attempt stuff beyond college math? No, I didn't even take college math. I went to uni and I just did math in high school. From where did you learn perspective, Viggy? Only Draw 11. Hey, welcome, Only Draw 11. I don't think I've seen that name before. I learned perspective from Artwad. First Drawbox for the first 3.5 months, then Artwad basically catapulted my perspective. If you're actually curious what I did for the first 2 years, and then like everything after the first 2 years is documented on my channel. If you just click on oldest, you'll see like everything is documented, right? Like 90%, 95%. There's like 20 hours missing, but we have 380 hours recorded almost now. So like it's give or take 10 per 5, 10%. But type in, this is a video for beginner artists. You are not alone, Viggy, right? The first one will be mine. And, fucking watch it in the background. You probably have, I would assume you don't have the time to watch it like sitting and just listening like properly because people are busy these days. And I know my videos are long, but watch it in the background. Watch it when you're like keep it on the background when you're driving. It will detail everything I did like regarding the first 2 years, which is pure fundamentals. It's the same shit I'm doing now, but just less complicated. This is just a more advanced version of that pure fundamentals shit, right? But yeah, that's where I learned perspective. Artwad, 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 artwad. But then again, I also like take the concepts they teach and I just times 10 it. Like I just do, and my fans know this. I mean, like everybody put a W in the chat if you know that I do this. Oh, this is right. My fans know this very well that I'm all about just taking what the concepts that are applied or explained and then just doing just fucking running it to the ground until I actually understand it decently, you know? The repetitions, I'm all about the repetitions, and it's not even that, like, I'm all about the repetitions. Everybody who wants to learn anything in life should be all about the repetitions, right? That's just like that's literally a requirement to be good, is repetitions. So, you can do it. You can do it. You can Hey, W, hey, there you go, there's my W. There you go, I feel like a legit YouTuber now. I got my W in the chat, but yeah, slowly, but I think I'm starting to understand design a little bit better. Like this looks clean. Like I can objectively say that wow, this actually looks like not muddied, right? There's actually a decent amount of white space. And even when I'm adding detail, I can say that like, oh, I know that adding detail here won't take away because I've practiced so much just trying to understand. You know what I mean? But Let's see. This does look like a fucking random vacuum cleaner. You're right. Right. Okay, okay, okay. Anybody else have suggestion what I draw? Because I don't know where to go from here. It was supposed to be you know what my original idea was? It was supposed to be a library, and this was supposed to be like something mech studying, right? And then there's supposed to be something else mechanical here showing this guy or girl, whatever, this robot, like their paper as being like, you're garbage. Clearly, I don't have the skill to do that yet, right now. I laugh, but I'm crying inside. But, it's all fun and games until you actually start to try, right? Let's just outline this. Honestly, I think it's a fucking curse at this point that I've gotten so decent with the brush pen, like with these fine lines, because now the entire world is my oyster, right? Like the page, like I could feel, and you guys know this, like I could literally fill a million things onto that page. So the difficulty now is like taking a step back and like, okay, bro, like what do you actually want to do, right? Like what scale do you actually want to accomplish, right? Now, I already kind of like this was supposed to be a table, but I feel as if because this is becoming something else, I have to now improvise and think, what is this actually going to be? Because I don't want it to be a table anymore. And I want this to be kind of on a citywide scale, maybe, if that makes sense, right? Because maybe there's like infrastructure and shit. Who fucking knows? Um, Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do with this. I'm thinking right now. I'm just trying to, and again, drawing is thinking, right? Like you have to take the time to be like, what am I doing? Like, what am I actually doing? There's literally zero point in just rushing into things. And I learned that lesson right here with this shit. I learned my lesson, right? Let me, yeah, random retro spaceship. Yeah, it could be whatever we want it to be. But for the sake of consistency, let me at least try to, get this little hand thing on the other side as well, right? Okay, so that's going in this way, so it's going that way, right? Let's see, something like that. It looks pretty mad. Mad? Bad. I meant bad, not mad. But and then we'll just do this, add those little lines, and there you go. We have consistency. Hey, I almost forgot. Happy Lunar New Year. Is it the Lunar New Year? What the fuck? Okay, thank you. Happy Lunar New Year to you as well. I'm not aware of this stuff. TBH fam. Yeah, see, like this is actually pretty bad now that I look at it. It's not really like it's just spatially like the spatial reasoning is just off. Like you can tell pretty severely that it's like what I can do maybe is we make this bigger, right? This bigger here, so this maybe works out. Maybe. There you go. It still doesn't work actually, because this is connected here, and this actually is supposed to be connected a bit differently. It's problems. There are problems. But my main thing is like, what the fuck? Because this is a table, but I can't have it be a table anymore. But it looks still too much like a fucking table, right? So maybe I should just leave this, and it's time to think about the scale elsewhere, right? So this is my horizon line, right? This is my horizon line because it's going there. And let's see. Oh, Lunar New Year comes from Sino countries or Sino. I don't know if it's Sino or Sino. Like China, Japan, China, Vietnam, Japan, and Korea. Makes sense. Makes sense. Right. I've heard of it. I just didn't know that it was today. But let's see. Little random details there. Okay, we'll leave this. I've make it a hover pad. Hmm. I could make it a hover pad, but I'm just trying to think. Oh, okay. I see what you mean actually. I think I know what you're going for. Or maybe I'm seeing what I think you're going for. Like you're maybe you might be going for something completely fucking different. But let's see. Why don't we? because like I already made this two things, so I have to think now, right? What could be done to make this relatively interesting? Okay, I think I know what you're going for, right? I have a sneaking suspicion that I kind of understand, but let's see. First, why don't we affix something like this? Actually, well, let's make that longer, right? And we could do something like that, yeah. So I do want I want to really try some more gestural shapes, right? Things that maybe don't make the most sense, but it's kind of like, oh, okay, like it's we're pushing the boundaries of things, you know? Or like I want to try something like that. It doesn't have to be perfect, but definitely want to give it a shot. And that's the main thing is like we just want to give things a shot, right? Same thing here. We'll make that a bit lower. That comes down and then yeah. See, like that already feels like it's more than just some random bullshit. It is random bullshit, don't get me wrong, but it feels like it's more than random bullshit. And I'm all about the feelings. I don't actually go off logic, facts, spatial reasoning, calculating, none of that shit, right? So let's see. I want to I want to be free. But apart from that, I want to do something like this. Uh okay, well, here is again, here's the horizon line, right? And this should technically be going. Oh wait. Oh, I think I know. Make a spaceship next. Well, we'll see, bro. We will see because I have no idea where this is going. I just need to try to make things relatively readable. Actually, wait. Ah, God damn it. I have no idea where this is going. Everybody's giving suggestions, but my mind is, and I hope this is informative. Like, it may look like I'm drawing things, but my mind is literally drawing a blank. No pun intended. Right? So I'm just trying to be honest, whereas like my mind isn't really thinking of much. It's hard to actually come up with a story for this right now, or just anything that kind of makes sense. Because this is just like some random machinery bullshit, right? And I have to think about scale as well. I do have to think about scale. Actually, if that's the case, let's see. Hmm. If that's the case, maybe. Okay, I think you guys have given me a bit of an idea. Wait, turn it into a retro train. You guys actually have given me another idea, which we'll see how it goes, right? Because this is the horizon line. So I need to think about the spatial reasoning, of course, right? I need to really think about the spatial reasoning. So this is my horizon line, and let's see. Okay, this is my horizon line. That means shouldn't this technically? Because if it's yeah, like this would actually be going way down, like so, right? Because this is a box at the end of the day, right? So there's that. Uh, and I'm going to and turn the tall thing into a magnet on the ceiling. Oh, that could work. I was actually thinking something completely differently right now. But I like your idea, but I actually have another idea which I want to give it a shot. So if you don't mind, don't ever suggest anything ever again. Not until I ask for it. Pretty please. Also, please like the video. But yeah, I have an idea which ended up becoming it literally ended up becoming so much more different than I ever thought this would be. But let's actually close this off, right? Yeah, we're closing that off. We're drawing this thing on the other side here as well, right? And now you might be wondering, what could this genius idea be? Because of course Viggy only ever has genius ideas. And the answer is you'd be right. That's it. That's my idea. My idea is that you're right, that I have an idea. But let's see. So it's kind of like this, what I did here gave me a semblance of what I could do. Now I just have to hold up. We'll see. We'll see whether this ends up working out with how I thought it would, right? It could very well like, go to absolute fucking shit. But I'm going to try to yeah, we're gonna try to make it make sense. This could actually work. This could actually fucking work. Right? That's actually really cool. I think I can definitely make this work. I just need to allow my creativity to shine while still thinking. Right? Like that's the main thing. Is it's a very difficult balance of it's a genuinely a very difficult balance of being like, okay, draw something cool, draw something unique. Try to let your don't ever say suggestions, but like the video, please. Exactly. You understand. You understand. Okay. When Viggy asks you for something, what he's really saying is, please comment. So he feels like he's not lonely. Okay. That's the gist of it. Let's see, and then we can have some sort of right. I'll take your suggestions next time. It's, I'm a complete fucking liar. Don't listen to a single word I say. But I will take your suggestions next time. Let's see, something like this. And then we'll even have. Oop, gotta bring the finger back. We don't want to have bad form when it comes to drawing, right? Whee! See, now that I have an idea, I actually feel a lot more confident. Like, genuinely a lot more confident. Uh, that doesn't mean that my drawings are gonna be good. Jesus fucking Christ. But I'm confident now, aren't I? I'm confident now. That's actually not a bad design. I'm genuinely getting better. Going to have to leave soon. No worries. Please take care. I'm sorry, sunrise. Yeah. But I'm curious how's everybody doing? How are we all doing today? Right? Are you guys hopefully drawing along? Maybe? Possibly? Right? What are your thoughts on the latest portrait videos? You likely aren't watching them because nobody is. But I forgive you because I know that watching somebody practice fundamentals has no payoff in the short term, but is a great repository being built in the long term. And that's oh, you're doing math. Nice, nice. I'll see you. Yeah. I guess I'll just talk about my vision for the channel, which is get so fucking good that nobody can ignore you. That's the gist of it. Just there's it's just become too good, just too good to fail, right? Where people will watch the videos that I'm putting out now, 10 years from now, I'd be like, what the fuck? How did you get there? What I'm so confused. Right? Because right now I'm drawing the box, the sphere inside the box, like I'm visualizing things. Why'd you say sorry? That just made me bored. Keep being the shithead you are. Don't say sorry. What did I say sorry for? I have no idea. Oh, because I apologized to you? Listen, I'm allowed to be nice. Go fuck yourself. God damn it. This is what you get. Okay? This is what I get. This is what I fucking deserve for being the person that I am because I attract the fans like this. I love it. Makes me feel good. And see, I'm already making a mistake because I said I wouldn't texture. Now here I am trying to texture. Right? So that's not good. But there you go. Maybe that looks like a camera. I don't think it does. We'll try again. We'll try again. Right? But let's see. We'll do something like this. That goes down, and then we'll have something like, yeah, well, this is actually have to gonna go all the way down, like so. Yeah, it has to do something like this. There you go. Shut up, Meg. As long as YouTube still be around in the next 10 years. Well, yeah, of course. Of course. But that's my penultimate plan is just too good to ignore, right? Because at that point, it won't matter that my personality is detestable. What matters is the lines are impeccable. Mwah. Right? And this is like right now what I'm doing here, dude, my mind, like my old habits wanted to so badly just fill it with shit, but I'm learning now, right? I'm learning that give it the space it deserves. Okay, stop always going after it. Don't be creepy. Just give it the goddamn space. You know. So let's see. This is my horizon line. Let's start adding some shit here to make it be like, oh, oh, this is what he's doing. That's my horizon line. So we'll do something like this, right? Something like this, and then maybe even something like, well, what's my perspective actually? Maybe okay, maybe it's a curvilinear perspective, right? Maybe it's a bit of a curvilinear perspective. So we really need this to be even more curved, right? And then whatever is happening here needs to be even more curved, like so. Hmm. Right. Hey, by the way, this is a spaceship. I think who asked for that? Blue Mars or Sunrise? Who said spaceship? Who the fuck said spaceship? Sunrise. Yeah, see? So like I was trying that. But yeah, that's my plan. That's my plan. Um too big to fail, too good to fail, sorry. Like just be so excellent that people will be wondering how you got here. And then that's why you have 500. Yo, Vicky, what's good? Hey, EVG, what's good? I was just drawing. Good on you, good on you. But that's my plan. And I think it's a very simple plan. Become the goat or become a goat because you don't want to be egotistical and think you're the goat, right? But just prove that draftsmanship is the only skill that really matters when it comes to art, like one of the most important skills that matters. Prove that anybody is capable of achieving it through my own actions, and then suck some dick. But you know that's afterwards. That's afterwards. The dick sucking comes afterwards, specifically towards sponsors like Brazzers, right? W, become a goat. Exactly. I want to be bleeding consistently. Now, and the thing is, like right now, my channel is in its foundational years. Right now, nobody's watching. My watch hours have drastically declined because I get it. When short-sighted individuals, which is everybody, right? I'm not really knocking anyone, but like when we look at content and we see somebody doing seemingly the same thing and getting marginally better, right? We don't really understand. Right now, you guys are watching me draw something that I've never drawn before. And the question is like, oh, how do you do it? How do you do it? It's like, well, it's because I practice the fundamentals, right? Like this, drawing this did not make me better at doing all the fucking mech design practices I've been doing with my portrait drawing series, right? But doing all that for the portrait drawing series has made it so I understand this better, right? So it's just basically right now I'm in the valley of despair, right? When it comes to growth, when it comes to notoriety, whatever you want to call it, I'm in the valley of despair. And in about 5, 10 years, when my skills compound exponentially, then it'll be like, ah, my goodness, it seems so obvious in retrospect, which is why I would like people to not just take my words, but take the words of people who I like fucking preach, right? Like I'm like what I say isn't really it's not me, if that makes sense. Like it's not really my advice. It's the advice of people 100 times better than me, and I'm simply repeating it and following it, right? So it's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Right now, nobody will watch, nobody will care, and I'm okay with that because it makes sense. Let's be SuperAni artists. Get your books published, do $1,000 commissions, charge thousands of students. Yeah, if I ever have the time. Like again, it's like egotistical, right? I have like a grand vision on becoming amazing, but at the same time, I understand that patience is the most important thing I can do. And what is patience, right? I just need to do something in the meantime. So this is my meantime. Like this is what I'm doing, right? Like this is me just doing the work, which will result in the jerk, right? The accolades, as they say. So let's see. I'm just trying to create like some sort of design here, maybe. It's really difficult, of course, because I don't want it to be flat. There you go. I'll bring it up here. But yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward. Keep practicing the fundamentals. Keep getting better, right? And then you can buy an island. $100, $1,000. Yeah, what a career. That would be cool. You can buy an island with that much money, dude. What the fuck? What world do you live in where you can buy an island for $1,000? Unless I don't live in that world, and I did not know about that. That'd actually be pretty crazy. Right now I'm just trying to create some sort of interesting design, and again, pushing the silhouette, pushing the graphical shapes, trying to balance things, right? It's Viggy, when you publishing the server, bro? I've been such a lazy fucking cunt. Soon, TM, right? Let me try. Give me like, give me 2 weeks. If I don't do it in 2 weeks, you have the right to fucking delete me from that server because I don't deserve it. Okay, but just give me 2 weeks. Jesus Christ, I knew this would come to bite me in the ass. But I do want to publish it. Trust me. Like, I actually do want to have a little hashtag Biggie Famming server, right? But yeah, like that, I think it's a pretty simple plan. Just be patient, work on the things that matter, grind the fuck out of your brain, right? Literally do the difficult thing nobody else does. Prove that doing the difficult things work over a long period of time, i.e., years and years and years and years and decades. And then soon, my channel will go from being just oh interesting, some guy's doing his art progress to oh being essentially an archive on how to become fucking amazing. Right? Because nobody's doing this right now. Nobody's actually showing you the slow learning. Nobody's showing you that. And because people don't want to be vulnerable in that sense. This is my belief. I could be wrong, but my belief and what I think is the fact that people don't want to be vulnerable. Right? Like people don't fucking nobody wants to show their shit art. And yeah, it makes sense. Like nobody wants to show their shit art. Yeah, like understandable, but I will. I'll fucking do it, and I'll do it for fucking my entire goddamn life to prove that art is a skill, not a talent. It's all just to prove. It's just for my own fucking ego at that point, to be honest, right? Everybody will be. I'll just be jerking off to the fact that everybody will be like, "He was right. He was right," right? But let's see. Like this is actually a type of form wrapping, which I didn't do too well, but it's not bad. I mean, the design is pretty okay. Biggie, if you don't, no, I will. I just need, dude. I just need to fucking talk about it in a video. I just need to double check the Discord. The biggest thing holding me back right now is I can't think of any fucking challenges. Like I actually can't think of any art challenges, and I'm so busy that like I don't want to be that shitty like creator or whatever. Be like, hey guys, I have a Discord, and then I pull up like once every week to be like, yo, everybody still here? You guys are drawing? Okay, good. Fuck off. Right? Like I would like to do challenges. Step one of improvement is showing shit. Exactly. But the thing is, I feel as if in the art community, everybody hides their shitty drawings, right? Like I don't know to the extent of which anybody has shown their progress like I have. And this isn't to be like, I'm amazing, I'm the fucking best. It's like, no, no, I know I'm doing something different. I'm very well aware of the fact that I'm doing something that nobody else is doing. Because even if people do show their shit art, people aren't as obsessed with becoming an excellent draftsman like I am. Like nobody who wants to be Kim Jong-il is showing their non-Kim Jong-il drawings, right? Like nobody who wants to be an incredible draftsman, right, is showing their 100,000 failures. And more than anything, I feel as if people also watch me because I give you mindset reminders. Like I'm constantly trying to remind everyone, be like, "Hey, dumbass, it's a mindset. I believe in you." Right? So let's see. This might be a mistake, but what if we just do sparingly like that, right? So I'm very well aware of like all the pros of my channel. The con is that it's a delayed gratification channel, and that's a short-term con, right? That's a short-term con, which is the fact that you aren't required to give a shit when I'm mediocre. You just aren't. And that's to be expected. Like you shouldn't want to watch my content when I'm mediocre, right? Like that's fine. But at the same time, I feel as if there's maybe 5 of my fans, maybe 5 of you who actually draw along, maybe, right? Who actually have done your best to genuinely internalize the things I say regarding mindset, regarding focusing only on the effort, regarding like really fucking grinding your brain, right? Ball sack, exactly. Exactly. You said it best. Ball to the sack. But okay, so I don't want another camera here, even though that barely looks like a fucking camera, to be honest. The design could have been better. It was okay, and then I kind of went to shit. But let's see. Uh, let me just close this off. Oh, okay. See, this is another thing. I almost forgot this. Right? It's the other side. There you go. Maybe that's not as actually that is it's okay. Ah shit, fuck that up. Well, let's just close this off. Again, we need to make sure that we don't over overdo it with the design, right? That's actually wrong. Like I should have stopped it here. So you see, that's a huge perspective mistake because I wasn't thinking. Hey, dumbass, go back to work. Thank you. But yeah, I'm not like I'm very confident about this channel's future, but it's like a multi-decade vision. Like it's literally my life. Like I'm gonna put my life of drawing on this channel, right? So it's gonna take time because right now it's slow but steady, slow but steady. Let's see. And I pretty sure I fucked this up a little bit, but let's see. Imagine working in the big 2-6. I know, right? I'm wage slaving as we speak. But what can you do? What can you yabba dabba do? Let's see, try to connect things. Uh, okay, so my perspective is a bit off. And by a bit, I mean extremely off. Let's see. See, like I actually don't know what I'm doing with the shape here. I'll be completely honest. Like it's actually completely gone to shit. But I have a duty to fix it, right? I have a duty to go through with it, even if it doesn't look that good. Like I just have to at least try. It's not the big 2-6. It's the grand 2-6. That's what the people call it. I don't even really care. I don't get it. I don't know what the fuck any of you are talking about. That's how I know my goddamn fans are definitely younger than 25. No fucking idea what you guys are talking about whatsoever. The big 2-6, the grand 2-6. Who the fuck is spending all this time defining the naming convention for the current year? Okay, so that's off, right? And that's a good mistake because I didn't censure the design, you know. But hey, like I'm just proud of the fact that it's at least starting to look more like something. Okay, so now we got to think about silhouette, right? And let's see, where do I want this to go? Where do I want this to go? Right? Hmm. I had an idea. I had an idea. But yeah, does what I'm saying make sense? Because I believe it 100% makes sense. Since I'm asking for validation, but I've already confirmed my own ideals, right? Let's see. Okay, so this is my focal point. So I probably should have this be the highest, like so, right? And then we'll have a bunch of smaller ones. And of course, it's not obligated to all be the same size, but for the fucking sake of, let's see. Anybody have any questions about anything? Please entertain yourself by talking to me. Okay, so I actually don't know what I want to do now. I had some ideas. I feel as if I used a lot of brain energy on this, even though it looks pretty mid. But hey, I'm learning design, which is good. Like I'm slowly but surely starting to understand some things. Some things like it's but now this is all detailed. So I think I'm allowed to do something like this. And now the question is like, what looks interesting? Well, why don't we just try here? Yeah, why don't we try doing something like this? And then let's see. Okay, so we need to establish scale, right? So I'm allowed to do something like this, I think. This is really hard to figure out, but what if I do something like that? And what if I do something like this? Right? Something attached to it, like so. Same question. How do you brush pen? How do you brush your ears? What the fuck? How do you brush your teeth? With a toothbrush while drawing. Oh, with an ass brush. You know, like what the fuck is it called again? The thing that we use for yeah, what's that thing that we use? The plunger? Yeah. I use that, stick it right up my ass while I'm brushing my teeth. It's the only way to make sense of it all, to be honest. But let's see. Okay, so there you go. Something like this. Right. I'm sad. Don't be sad. Today Broken Draw forgot to wear his wigs. I'm sad. Ah, that is unfortunate. Right. Tyrion tends to do things to disappoint fans consistently. We can't do anything about it. We just have to let it go. Let it go. And instead watch my videos. Bars. Anyways, right? How do you turn into a plane? How do turn into a plane? Who the fuck taught you English? Okay? It's how do you turn inside a plane? Okay? The answer is you ask the pilot. And when he refuses is when you bring out the big guns, which is even more politeness. Okay. Uh so I don't know what I want to do here yet, so we're gonna leave it. Right? This is like extreme convergence that's happening, like hyper convergence. So the perspective is actually even more fucked than I intended it to be. You're a funny guy, man. Love the energy in art. A frog taught me. John APX Art? John Apex Art. I'm retarded. Hey, John Apex Art. Are you new to the channel? How's it going? How's it going? Right. How did you discover my content? Right. How do you drink acid? You don't drink acid, you consume acid, and then it consumes your soul. Dude, I never did acid. I'm so glad. I'm so fucking glad. Right? Many drugs were had, primarily just only weed, but many drugs is what I like to tell myself when my kids will ask me how hardcore I was. But let's see. So right now we're just trying to think about design. But yeah, John, are you new? I appreciate the kindness and the comments, right? I mean, I'm just me. I'm just me and I'm drawing, which is apparently so riveting. Right? No, I know it's riveting. I'm a fucking hilarious person. I'm just gluck myself every now and then, right? But this is definitely starting to look like some sort of ship. Now, obviously, I need to think about what the back's gonna look like as well. But yeah, I'm new to the channel. Been laughing in the background. Your vibe, man, so original. Thank you, thank you. You see, this is why I will. This is why this channel will fucking take off. It's because of people like John APEX, John Apex Legend, right? Is that fuck John Apex Legend? What the fuck? John Apex Art. Yeah. Okay. I was taught English by a fish. Clearly, you just used the wrong by. Holy fuck, you're just proving your point. Genius. This is I don't know if this is a LARP or if this is just fucking god tier gaslighting towards me. But yeah, thanks, John. I'm just and the thing is like it's extremely hard to draw while you're thinking, right? So what is funny to you is excruciating to me. Like my brain's fucking hurting trying to goddamn draw this line, think about where it's going, what the silhouette is, what the shapes are, what the design is, right? All while being like, I'm Boogie, right? So it's hard. It's hard being me. Like, subscribe. But I want to try doing this again. Like, this is kind of nonsensical. Right now, it's not even about this being a spaceship or the other. This is just for me, myself, and why is the question. Why? Why am I doing this? No, this is just so I can practice design. Look at that fucking line, bro. Look how difficult that goddamn line was. Oh, pain. But what am I doing is the question, right? These are kind of basic boxes. I want to turn them into something more. or else something will be wrong, and I don't want that, right? So, or maybe I can just have like an attachment here, right? Maybe there you go, and it kind of follows the design in a sense. Ball sack, incredible. Just John is fine, bro. Your channel will take off. I'm trying to rage bait you. This is a horrible rage bait. What the fuck? In my day, we just called everybody the N word, right? That was true rage bait, right? Do not speak of the ancient script to me, which I was there when it was spoken. Uh, it takes up so high to hit the moon, fly Biggie to the moon, fly me to the moon. Yeah, good song, good song. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this. But what is this design? What is this design? But oh, thanks you. Thanks you, Jesus. I cannot speak. I have no right to be a hypocrite. I'm a fucking hypocrite. I have no right to give Sunrise any shit regarding anything. But like especially grammar related or articulation related. But John, on your point that my channel will take off, I appreciate it. Right? Again, I just overwhelmingly believe that when you're good, people will notice. Like it's in my opinion almost impossible to not be noticed when you're good. Okay, so I have an idea now. So this is where shapes will take precedent, right? Okay. W John indeed. W John. Right. Okay, so this is where shapes are going to take precedent because I'm going to do something that will hopefully, hopefully make things more clear. So first we need to okay, hold up. First we need to maybe okay, let's see here I want it to turn. Or do I want it to turn? Yeah, I do want it to turn. So we need to establish a stronger hinge. Yeah, okay, so we need to do something like this. And this might be fucking the composition. Well, I'll be clear, I'll be very honest. So, like, I don't know how this is going to affect the composition, but it's all, art is literally all about taking risks, right? So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just taking the risk to see where it goes, right? And this could already be very wrong, but and I don't even think this looks yeah, this definitely doesn't look sturdy. Imagine turning shit in the big 2-6. Fuck off with the big 2-6. Oh my goodness. Fucking my audience. They're brain rotted. It's too late. Let's see, something like and then right, and I want it to come out like this. Now, is this a good shape? I don't think so, actually. I genuinely don't think this is a good shape. But oh, see, I already fucked it up. Oof. Okay, this is gonna be difficult because I already fucked it up. But it was going somewhere, and then, like I said, for the fifth time, I already fucked it up. So let's see what can be done. Hmm. Well, maybe we can do something like this first, right? Give it a nice clear silhouette. There you go, and then we can start making it bigger, right? Okay, that's a little bit better. I'm drawing a train right now. Good for you. Very good. Use protection always and forever. Unless it's time to put it in, then you take out protection and you use the prayer to God instead. Okay, so that is not a good hinge. There's no structural integrity to this hinge. Like that looks flimsy as fuck. I understand that now, but to logic it is completely different. Okay, so that's the perspective. And let's see, maybe I can have something attached to this, right? Or make it like some sort of wire or some shit. I don't fucking know. Be a weeaboo. I think it would. Okay, I think I would be an anime expert instead of drawing. I don't know. I actually, I swear I'm getting a fucking aneurysm. I don't understand what the fuck any of you guys are saying anymore. These sentences sound like they're AI generated. Why be a king when you can be a god? Okay. So something is happening here, but I don't know what. Yeah, rap god's been stuck in my head. I'm beginning to feel like a rap god, rap god. That's all I know. I actually don't know how to fucking. Okay, so it's time to stop. It's time to stop. Let's see. There you go. We'll do something like this. We'll try to make this whatever this weapon that I'm drawing, by the way, because I am trying to draw a weapon. We'll try to make it simple because I already fucked up the perspective so much. Right now, all I'm doing is I'm problem solving. Why be alive? Viggy, do you have any pets? No. Why be alive when you can be dead? Very true. Very true. I'll kill myself in about 80 years. Right. You gotta live your life. And they'd be like, okay, there's no point. But no, I do not have any pets. Oh, I just realized I can fix this by fucking. We can make this look more legit by adding a second hinge, perhaps? When in doubt, add another hinge. That'll always fix your problems. There you go. And now we can. Okay, so this is already getting cluttered. You see? I'm next line. They say I rap like a robot, so call me Rapbot. I got a laptop in my back pocket. You got a point. Kudos, you. But yeah, no, I don't have any pets. I kind of suck at drawing. Well, suck 500,000 times more and put effort into not sucking, and then you won't be shit anymore. So there's your answer. If you wanted pity, you came to the wrong channel. I'm very sorry. You will not get pity here. Only the cold hard truth, which is effort. Put that effort in. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so clearly, like, look, my silhouette's all gone to shit, but let's see how we can. So if that's turned, then there you go. We'll do something like that. See? There you go. Okay, so I need this to be a lot more readable than it is. So we're just going to first uh yeah, we're going to more than anything just let's do this first. We need this shit to be clear to understand. Right. So, dude. So I don't know what that means. But kids say it, right? You guys fucking say that shit. So, dude. Yeah, like this weapon makes no fucking sense. Oh, kill me, kill me. But I've committed. I've committed it to not making goddamn sense. So, is there any way I can fix this perspective? Is a real question. Actually, probably. If I just did something like this, right? Okay, wait. Hold up. God damn it. This is the fucking perspective. That's tilted upwards. I don't know. I just don't know anymore. My mom never told me about perspective lines. She just told me to shut the fuck up and get back to work. And then my pa spat in my face while I was working. I was never told that I had to think about the vanishing point and to entertain people while drawing. They just told me to be a good cog in the machine. And then they taught me how to use computers. And I'm learning coding now. Very helpful. Let's see. Yep. Good shit. It's a good song. Okay, so for me to rap, it must be in my genes. They call me rap bot. Fuck, I gotta suck my head again. But let's see. Jesus, what is fucking happening at this point? I have no idea where the perspective is. Fuck it, just close it off. There you go. This is just not a good not a good machine. There you go. There's the handles that nobody's using. There's a fucking actual handle that nobody's using as well. There you go. Okay, that actually kind of works. But definitely silhouette is all over the place. Like this negative space is pretty shit, right? But I understand that now. I actually understand that now. Obviously, I only understand it after I make the fucking gargantuan mistake. But I understand it now. Please understand. Believe me, I understand. Right? So now we need to do something like V, and let's see. Well, how can we play with the shapes a little bit? Ooh. You have to make noises. That's one thing I learned from what's his name? There's an artist. I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. It's like Ethan something? Ian something. Ian McKay. Ian McKay makes noises when he draws. And if he can do it, I can do it. Right? Growth mindset. There you go. This fucking design makes zero sense, bro. I'm gonna commit the Sudoku after I finish. That's also because I'm not thinking as much as I should. So it's again, it's always our fault. Never forget that. It's always your fault. Right? And I'm not even saying that as like a joke. It's literally always your fault. It just comes down to how much are you willing to persist when it is your fault. Today's moral: be a good rap. Bye. Oh, Sunrise is going. Oh, Tiny has to go. Oh, Tiny, have a good one. Take care. Take care. The rap god lines are all jumbled up in my head too. You fucking did this to me. Okay, I said it once, and then you're the one who was like, "Let me write the lyrics." You motherfucker. You think you can get away with just being like whatever that emoji is? I say nay. Nah, this perspective is all over the place, but we tried. It's funny because it's supposed to be getting wider, but I ended up making it nowhere near as wide. Okay, my ex cheated on me. Is that my fault? Hmm. I know Sudoku and Rubik stuff as well. Your ex cheated on you. Is it your fault? Well, with zero context, because you're a hashtag ViggyFammer, I'll say it's time to hit the gym and get a lawyer, and then fuck the lawyer, and then kill the gym, and then get back together with your ex and let her know that it's okay. All is forgiven for cheating hoes, always and forever. Ah, shit. Okay, maybe that makes sense now. I don't fucking know, bro. This kind of went to shit. Just close it off. Just close it off. I think he meant seppuku, tiny Reiki. Yes, I did. I did, unfortunately. I'm illiterate, which is why I have the right to give everybody else shit. But dude, this is such bad shape design. Like what I did here is horrendous. But I think hopefully this goes to show that my brain's dying, right? Like when you're not thinking, when you're tired of drawing, like this is kind of what ends up happening. Like you just it's really hard to think about shapes, but this is like what I'm trying to focus on is just well, let's still try to design, right? Also, what time is it? Oh fuck, it's 12:46. Okay, I gotta go in 15 minutes. How long have I been streaming, bro? Oh my god, okay, it's been an hour and a half. Okay, well that's basically what I wanted to do anyways. So there you go. I haven't even drawn the goddamn aliens yet. This is supposed to be an alien spaceship. This is supposed to be the city. Let's see. There you go. Design's okay. What's he saying? I forgot to ask though, what cantankerous contraption are you drawing exactly? Okay, well, first, this was like a desk, and this was supposed to be like a robot person on the desk, and then I fucked it up immediately. So it ended up kind of becoming some random contraption, and I was like, "What do I draw? What do I draw?" And then people gave ideas, and I was like, "Fuck your ideas," and I started doing my own thing. And then it ended up becoming a spaceship. And now it's like it's we're basically just trying to like that's gonna be a city. I'm gonna try to make this like a cityscape because scale, right? So I'm going to like if that's the horizon line, I'm gonna have like a road maybe going here, maybe something like that. Like the road is there, right? Little cars, that's the city, and it's clearly like I fucked up the perspective. So this guy's aim is completely off. Like he's not aiming at the city. He's not aiming at the city at all. But that is the current plan. I mean, the thing is, like, think about it. The fact that I can draw all of this and I haven't even learned figure yet, like, I literally haven't learned how to draw figures at all yet. And yet, my obsession with hard surface has taken me to a decent degree of proficiency, you know? So it's not bad. It's not bad at all. And those two have symmetry. Maybe this thing will just be something that's like a grill, like grill marks, right? Something like that. And then we can make it kind of a like this type of shape. Right? It's just going over there. But yeah. Oh, a space. I see it now. I'm okay with figures, but I suck at perspective. Well, if you improve your perspective, your figures will be 100 times better. So, hopefully that encourages you. It's all about form. And yeah, like I'm still really figuring out design and composition. Like there's a lot of things wrong here. And you'll see like this is much cleaner. And then my mind was not thinking at all. Like I was really having, I just was not thinking. I just was not thinking. And that happens. Like you just lose focus. And obviously I'm talking and I'm fucking communicating, blah, blah, blah with you guys. But like it just happens, you know? So, like, I don't even know. I was supposed to have somebody here holding this, but it's just gonna crowd it. So I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just going to leave it. Just make boxes. It's not that deep. It truly isn't that deep, but at the same time, it is because boxes are very difficult. Boxes are incredibly difficult for people to draw, with good reason, because perspective is incredibly difficult to figure out. Like, I still barely understand perspective, to be honest. Like, I don't really get it that well, but I'm trying. Like, clearly, I don't know perspective that well. Look at like, because there's more to perspective than just drawing boxes. You have to figure out scale, you have to figure out proportion, you have to figure out, um, what's it called? Like, you gotta incorporate gesture in it as well. There's a bunch of things, which is why art is amazing because the more you do, the better you get. The better you get, the more you do, and it's just a virtuous cycle, right? But you have to allow yourself that opportunity to see that cycle through, to the end, or like through it. Like you just have to be there for the cycle, right? Which is practice, which is hundreds and thousands of hours of practice. Like think about it. My channel has documented the third year, and we're well into the fourth year now because I've been drawing for 3 years and 3 months now. And there's like what 380 videos out, something like that, right? I'm scared of that box challenge, man. Uh, but I know drawing boxes helps though. If I play music, I accomplish very little and I'm very slow. Well, that's the thing. You need to not distract yourself as well, right? I draw with zero music. I draw with nothing in the background because focus is of the utmost importance. Like it's genuinely of the utmost importance. So we have to understand that as well, right? Like a lot of kids these days, they're fucked with their attention. They literally are scrolling on social media for hours a day. And yeah, like no wonder you can't focus because if you're doing things that are fucking your focus and you're just used to instant dopamine, right? It's extremely difficult to sit down and actually try to focus on something for more than 10 minutes, right? But that's something you can train. You remove the excessive stimuli and you introduce extremely delayed gratification stimuli and you slowly train your brain in that regard. But anyways, yeah, if the box challenge scares you, it shouldn't scare you. You're just scared of the fact that it's difficult, and therefore you're shying away from difficulty. So your first thing is to embrace it head on and simply accept that the only thing that matters is the effort you put in towards it. That's it. That's all that matters, just the effort, right? And it just comes down to do you want to have that mindset? Because it's a mindset. Like, do you want to believe you can do it, or do you want to be crippled by a fear that is going to take control of your ability to draw something. And it's also like, do you actually want to get good? Like, do you actually want to get good? Because getting good for the long term requires a specific mindset, which is better to embrace as soon as possible than not. And a mindset is a skill. Like everything is a fucking skill. Once you internalize that everything is a fucking skill, it actually makes everything a lot easier because you're like, oh, I just have to train. Like that's it. That's all we have to do is just train for the rest of our lives. Like it's actually beautiful when you think about it. Like we don't even have the responsibility to figure out what to do. Like art has been figured out for fucking bare time. You just have to train. But let's see. Vicky, can you rate my profile picture? I think it's much better than my old one. Let me see. I gotta zoom in. It's disgusting. I love it. It is much better. It's much cleaner for sure. Spot on. Thanks for that, Biggie. No problem. I mean, again, watch that video. Type in this is a video for beginner artists. You are not alone, Viggy. Like type that in. Okay. It will show you what my first 2 years of practice were like, right? That's all I did. That's like 90% of all I did, basically. Right. And then the third year onwards is now documented on my channel, like or the second year, like after the second year ended, like the third year onwards, it's all documented now, right? So that's why watch me become great. As in, watch me fucking demystify the art process. Watch me show you that it's simple, not easy, but it's doable by everyone as long as we focus on the effort. I'm really serious. I think that video is like my just tastic magnum opus, right? It's 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 literally the only thing. If there's one video I would have everybody watch for my channel, it's that one. It's literally only that one because it showcases exactly what I did. Like you're looking at this, go to that video, you'll see exactly what everything led up to, right? And again, it's all literally sequentially documented. You never have to wonder what did he do ever again. It's all here on this channel, everything, right? In order too. So there's no questions. There you go. Not to say that you can't have questions, but I'm just saying I'm trying to remove the mystery behind being decent at art as much as possible. Okay, let's do something like this because we want to establish scale, right? So let's do something like so this is my horizon line. So that means something like okay, we'll do something like this. Do because this has to be really small, right? Yeah, something like that. And you might be wondering, what the fuck is he drawing? Well, I'm trying to draw the most simple version of this, which is just street light. Right, just a little street light, because if you compare to the buildings, it's much. Vicky, are you going to VidCon? I don't know what that is. I've actually no, I do know what that is. I've heard of it, but no, I'm broke as fuck, bro. How many times have you heard me complain about being unemployed? Right, I don't have money. But yeah, like I say all this shit not because I'm a dick, but because I've literally gone through the beginner pain, and I had to reframe the word pain as effort, discomfort, and the fact that I could achieve it, right? Like because it is extremely difficult to go pen only from the very beginning and be like, I'm gonna fucking learn spatial reasoning, and and prior to that, you're someone I'm talking about myself who would just switch their lines over and over and over using pencil. It would take me an hour to draw something this big because I'd be super zoomed in. My and this is the paper and this is my face, and I'm just going over and over and over and over, right? Like going from someone who's extremely beginner in that regard, just zero line confidence, zero spatial reasoning, anything, to someone who's just like, I'm gonna fucking learn spatial reasoning. Like, dude, it's obviously difficult, right? But that's why it's worth doing, and that's why I know that everybody's capable of doing it because I'm nobody special. Like I'm literally nobody special. Like I'm as little there's nothing separating me from you apart from my good looks, which you can't control, that's genetics, but apart from that, we as I said, right, and this is me trying to use simple shapes finally to create perspective. We right, and like we got to make sure that it's right in terms of proportions. And again, you see, like it took me fucking 2 years now. When did I start? 2020, 2023 October is when I started using the brush pen. It's taken me fucking 2.5 years to make my lines like this, and they're still not that amazing. I still make a million mistakes all the fucking time. Okay, so let's see. Am I even drawing this right? I'm trying to think about spatial reasoning, but I don't think I got it down that well. Hmm. Let's see. Let's see. Again, like I'm trying to make some sort of scape, like cityscape or something. I don't fucking know. You'd think I know what the hell I'm doing, right? And perspective wise, it's just going to be something like this. Let's see. And then this is literally the horizon line. So that's roughly what's happening there. And then there you go, something like that. Well, it's like, why does YouTube add the XP feature to live streams if it always makes me mad when I go to the live stream first and then somebody just randomly gets one place in XP? It's so stupid. I don't know, bro. They're just trying to gamify everything, which is just what it is. Like everybody's trying to fucking turn everything into like, look at us, we're unique. We also like they're just trying to engagement. It's like trying to constantly have people engaged, but it doesn't make any sense. And honestly, I don't give a fuck. Like you guys can be as engaged as you want to be. That's your choice. Okay, let's make this one a bit longer. I don't know. Like these don't really look like buildings, maybe. Who knows, right? I actually have no idea, but just gonna try to figure it out anyways, right? Yeah, these definitely don't look like fucking buildings. What the hell am I doing? And then we'll just have this one go all the way back, like so, right? Perspective is still off, but at least I'm trying to establish scale, which is really important. And it's a good first step, right? This is so off. Like my cylinder here, like this backside is so off. The shape I drew around it is subpar. This entire thing is just shit design, which is a huge, if you think about it, that's actually a huge improvement because this used to be a good design for me. Just half a year ago, like I would have racked my brain to make this, and this time I barely even fucking used my brain and I made this, right? So again, like these are the things where you have to be aware of what you what point you were at before and what point you're at now, right? So makes a difference, makes a huge difference. But let's see. I still don't know where I'm taking this thing. Maybe this will just be attached to like a fucking giant flag. You've been live 99 minutes. I know. I know. Yeah. Yeah. 1 minute 39. It's like 39 minutes. 1 hour 39. Oh shit, my girlfriend's pissed at me. Apparently she told me about the fucking lunar calendar multiple times. I was like, this does sound familiar. I'm sorry, mommy. I'm sorry. Yeah, I really want to see how you tackle the skyline. Yeah, dude, I don't know. Like this is the thing where like I don't have the skill for it. I've never done a skyline before, right? So I'm kind of drawing off of memory as well as kind of what I understand of, yeah, like kind of what I understand of cities and shit, right? Like it's gonna be very difficult. It's gonna be very difficult. Like I don't, you should show the setup. What setup? Like my drawing setup? I mean, it's this. It's my desk. And then here, like I have an iPad attachment thingy, right? Like that's attached. That's what I use to look at my portrait references or any reference, right? Um, what else? Like I have my laptop attached to the right side. Look, I have my water bottle that my friends gave me for my birthday. What the fuck else do you need to see? My pen, right? I'm not whipping my dick out. That's disgusting. Contain yourself, right? Yeah, right? Like this is just a fucking mediocre setup. Broken draw, like Tyrion knows my entire setup. Because we were once friends. Let's see. Okay, so this is where I actually have to kind of Let's let's do something like this. And this is where I'm just gonna draw little random cars, car-like shapes, by the way, not actual cars, clearly. There you go. Right? Shit, what the fuck does a car even look like? It's like this, right? What the fuck does a car even look like? John FTFU. Yeah, John, how dare you laughing crying emoji my setup? This will result in reparations to be had, my friend. Reparations indeed. See, okay, like maybe I can get a little bit of gesture going. Something like this. Oh shit, would you look at that? He's beginning to believe. Oh my god, he responds with five more laughing crying emojis. Okay. Mods ban him. That's the thing, right? Isn't that like what people say? Mods do this, mods do that. How about mods suck my dick and do something apart from modding? Holy shit, bro. What kind of fucking job is modding? I feel bad. It's like y- you shouldn't waste your time. You should not waste your time trying to be part of somebody else's community. It's like, brother, I'm pretty sure you have other things to do, like yallah habibi. There you go. That's a car. That's a fucking car, all right. Bro, that is not a car. I take it back. This is a monstrosity. It's like a fucking backwards car. What the fuck am I drawing? What the fuck is this? Okay, well, you know, when two people love each other very much, right? They tend to completely fuck their penmanship up. Uh, do I play video games? Not really. I used to play a lot of Pokemon, a lot of Smash, a lot of Zelda. Like not even a lot of Zelda. I wanted to get into Zelda, so apart from Breath of the Wild, I played what's it called? The Minish Cap? The Minish Cap and Link Between Worlds. Those were both amazing, right? What else? Most video games I played was like, yeah, GTA. I love GTA. What the fuck is that car? I know, right? Don't judge me. I haven't learned how to draw cars yet. But let's see. Maybe we'll have a truck here. Okay, this I can definitely get down. I can definitely get down this truck. Watch. Watch. I won't fuck this up. Believe in me. See, there you go. There you go. You see, I'm not retarded. I'm just slow on the uptake. Look at that. And it's scaled. Look at that. Scale. Scale. I'll say it one more time. Scale, scale, scale. Right? When in doubt, literally as in when everybody else doubts you, you must remain strong and not doubt yourself, even though every single line you put down is literally getting worse and worse and worse. But you must remain strong. Looks like a fire truck cab for some reason. The car will go through evolution, don't worry. Exactly. Exactly. Online bouncers. Always seem weird to be fair, being a mod to someone else's community. I mean, I like I the way I see it is like it's really nice and respectful. Like it's cool. Like it's really cool that somebody takes time out of their day to do it. Like that's the way I see it. It's like it's cool, but at the same time, I feel as if people should have better things to do with their time. You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't have to be responsible for somebody else's community unless you want to. Of course, like if somebody wants to, that's cool for them. But it's kind of like the stereotype of the mod is like the fucking sweaty neckbeard, right? Who just doesn't have anything going on in their life. So they're like, I'm just gonna look at what other people are saying of this community that I'm relatively interested in. I'm not saying that that's what they're like. I'm saying that's the image that comes to my mind. Oh fuck me! I forgot to give this guy a back wheel. Fuck. God damn it. This is what happens. This is what happens when you talk shit about mods. Everybody remember this moment. Never speak ill of them again. Right? You'll get affixed with the lack of a back wheel curse. Oh shit! I fucked up the gesture here too. We. So that car's going forwards. That car's going backwards. My life is going backwards. Clearly. Holy fuck. Okay, where's the fucking perspective? Jesus. watching live stream, eating chips, and banning people, right? So just fucking just scratching your balls, being like, all right, that guy, I don't like his username. Time to eviscerate his entire reality. But okay, that is the thing. So there you go. Okay, ta-da! I'm kind of also sunrise. Looks like a fire truck cab for some reason. Yeah. Also, I'm kind of surprised that you have a girlfriend. How fucking dare you? I'll have you know, all the muscle that I put on completely makes up for my boring personality. Okay. Imagine the most jacked person you know. I'll subtract 20 pounds of muscle. But plus 10 charisma. And that's me. Actually, no, I'm pretty jacked. I can't even lie. I'm pretty fucking jacked. But let's see. Yeah, let's see. Like, whose physique do I has like which physique do I have that's similar to someone on the internet or someone famous? No idea. No idea. No idea. Just search up jacked man, natty, and that's basically me. There you go. Something like this, right? That's kind of establishing skill. You know, it's not bad. TBH fam. Let's see. Right. So Ronnie Coleman in his prime, but 20 pounds less. Exactly. The natty. No, wait. Fuck. Michael Hearn is the natty king himself. Yeah. Yes. Ronnie Coleman. Exactly. And I'll have you know, Ronnie Coleman was also a natty. All right. And nobody can tell me otherwise. Have you seen him? Wasn't he in a fucking porno? I swear that's a meme, right? Where like he was a porn star, or like he was like an extra or some shit. I don't fucking know. But yeah, just like Ronnie Coleman. Right. I am in the process of tanning severely over the summer, so soon I will be blacker than the night itself. But until then, I'm dealing with this as natural as Whole Foods. Exactly. Exactly. He's basically human GMO. Okay. And then and then we'll have a car here to really hone in that, like, yo, look at that. Like Vicky knows perspective, bro. Look at that shit. Wheels. Wheels on wheels on wheels on wheels. Yeah, wheels. Fuck. That's a shit box. Oh god, oh god. Everything went to shit. Wheels on wheels. Oh god. Okay, whatever. Just give up. Okay, so at least we got some scale. Oh god, I fucked up the line. Oh no, I fucked up that line too. Okay, but okay, we managed to fix it. There you go. Yeah, I know like this road isn't anything particularly awe-inspiring, but considering it's my first time even trying something like this, I am inspired and in awe of myself. So it's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad, right? Yeah, trying to create scale with simple shapes. Hey, that makes this look a fuck ton bigger, and I think that's actually starting to work pretty decently. Let's give this a door where doors don't belong on cars. There you go. That doesn't even look like a door. Fuck it. Let's just put some guy. He's happy. There you go. He's just a stick figure. He doesn't even get hands. There you go. Okay. But let's see. You should face reveal, says Sunrise. It's looking nice, I can't lie. Not awe-inspiring, but looking good. Yeah, yeah, like the goal right now is just trying to make things simple, focus on scale. Like, and honestly, my brain is just so tired that I'm not even gonna try to attempt to make anything more complicated right now. That can come afterwards, next stream. Oh, Jesus Christ, look at that line. But yeah, like it's and the thing is, I'm really excited because if this is what I can do when I don't understand environments, think about what I'll be able to do 10 years from now when I'm done the Artwad environment roadmap, right? And I'm done the figure roadmap and I'm done the portrait roadmap and they just released the intermediate road and I'm done that and the beginner road, right? Like that's what excites me is like I'm taking things so fucking slowly for a reason is like because it's all about the compound effect. It's all about doing things the really hard, difficult, slow way now and just really focusing on that so that so that it's gonna come to a point 10, 15 years from now where it's like, oh shit, what the fuck? Like he can draw so much without even realizing, right? Like and that's the beauty of it. But okay, Sunrise says I should do a face reveal. I will do a face reveal when I hit, what is it, 500,000 subscribers, I said. So get to it. Also, it's not that difficult to find out what I look like. You could literally just add me on Discord. But my mom says I'm handsome, so that's all that matters to me. You really like trains, huh? Draw a train, yeah. Yeah. I like train. Nice. You might have had one ran on you in your youth, I'm assuming, right? Based on how excited you are about them. Let's see. There you go. Roads usually have these little kind of pavement sidewalk stuff, right? We okay. Let's make these lines not look. Oh God, come on! Look how wiggly they are. You see, even with all the relative spatial reasonings, because I have my lines still need so much work. It's beautiful. This is definitely turning into one of my favorite drawings because it's like actually just establishing a bit of scale. It's but the next most important thing is just to figure out like where I'm gonna take this because this should actually be going way inward now, right? Like we should really be. Oh, okay, it's perfect. I can just actually add something here that it's gonna turn into. Oh shit, that's way too fucking thick. Jesus Christ. You see, like I lose control of my lines all the fucking time, like literally all the time. I hope it's clear now, right? Like I lose control of my lines all the time, but that's why it's a skill. See, and my lines constantly break up all the time too, right? And then we're just gonna have this road turn. There you go. See, that's how we fix not knowing where the fuck this is going. Just have the road turn. There you go. Now we don't have to see it. Where's your Discord? Well, okay, I'll release the Viggy Discord soon. Be patient. There's this saying about looks where I'm from. It's said in broken English, but it goes, a monkey might be ugly, but its mama loves him. Much more funnier in Pidgin, though. Pidgin? What language is Pidgin? I might have heard of this before. Pidgin. Pidgin English is a grammatically simplified makeshift language that develops as a means of communication between groups that do not share a common language, often for trade or in colonial settings. What the fuck, bro? Are you from the 16th century? What the fuck? That's cool. That's interesting, but like, what the fuck? That's really cool. Okay, dude, it's fucking one, but I want to keep drawing. Oh my God, what should I do? What should I do? Let's see, I'm from Nigeria. Okay, that makes more sense. Uh, a fellow Nigerian. I'm not Nigerian. I have Ethiopian ancestry, but from like 500,000 years ago, probably. My cousin has Ethiopian ancestry, but it's from my grandma's side, and we both have the same grandma, so I'm just going to assume that I'd have it too. Right. Let's see, and then maybe we can have like this. These are just gonna be nondescript boxes. We're just gonna make these nondescript boxes because I don't really care to make these like buildings of any sorts. So like something like that that goes like this, right? And then we'll just make like slightly curvilinear like that. And that should be okay. And we should give it a little bit of space. There you go. Yeah, just really just nondescript boxes. I don't really care what these are, but I'm seeing the vision, you know? Yeah, yeah, like and the thing is like the beautiful part about this is my first fucking time doing something like this when it comes to scale, right? But it doesn't matter. Like, and yeah, perspective may be off in some ways here and there, but what matters is I'm trying, right? And that's all that ever will matter. And that's why I encourage you, like, draw the fuck ton of boxes, fucking grind your brain with perspective, because the thing is you're not building art skills. You're building the person that will be able to practice art skills even when you don't see immediate reward, right? Like we are building the individuals, we're building the habits, we're building the people who can work without reward. We're building the skills that take years to develop and show, right? So that's just the way I see it. It's like it's not about who it's not about what we do, it's about who we're becoming while we do it. And I'll be fucking coming everywhere, so watch me become great. And like the perspective I'm doing right now is like is decently intuitive. Okay, that was off. That's how you know it's intuitive. But it's this thing where I'm trying to balance who you become at the end is the result. Exactly. Like it's if we're going to be results focused, the only result that matters is the person we're building, right? Like the asset you are becoming is a reward. Yeah, 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 exactly. Yeah, like it's because at the end of the day, we're all gonna die, right? We're all going to die, and nobody will really know who we are and the skills that we've built. So all that matters is we build the things that we value in ourselves, which just comes down to what am I willing to exert extraneous amounts of effort on over the course of my lifetime. And for me, that's this, that's piano, that's coding, that's lifting, right? Uh, it's those things. And I don't even draw that much. I draw for 1 hour a fucking day. I can't even I'm like, I'm doing more now, even though I'm fucking, jobless. Like, I've picked up a lot more other skills. I'm working on a lot of other things, so I don't even get to, draw for 2 hours a day anymore. Sad, 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 right? But I literally don't draw for much, and I think 1 hour is a it's really all you need, just 1 hour a day. We'll see, 50 years from now, if I'm not where I wanna be, then I'll be like, "Never mind, guys, we should have drawn for 5 hours a day instead." But until then until then, right? Okay, so I'm clearly having some sort of there you go. Uh, here, let's again, little tiny boxes, whatever they are, right? Little boxes on boxes. This is where I'm using whatever little designs because I have to be like, it doesn't really matter what they are. Love how you randomly switch between Sigmund Freud and American Billy Butcher from The Boys. Cunt. Wait, no, it was like, oi. Right? I can't do a British accent, Australian. I can't do that shit. You fucking what? You bloody wanker. Okay, that's going into like Indian British accent. You bloody wanker. But I don't know. We It's all just bullshit, everybody. It's all bullshit lines, man. Like it doesn't mean anything. We just do something like this. We do something like this. Look at that. It's a semi-sphere, right? Ta-da! And we're like, oh, we're gonna actually do something like this instead. What is that? That's just a fucking half a cylinder, but nobody knows what that means. But he's doing it anyways. It doesn't even look good. Why is he doing it? Wait, didn't you say you would end the stream like 30 minutes ago? Yeah, I'm a fucking liar to myself, clearly. Bro, I got too into it. I'm just gonna have to practice my communication skills tomorrow. So be it. So be it. Right? It's from ERB. Look into my eyes, you perverted witch. See the soul of a man who made Mother Russia his bitch. You think I give a fuck about my wife? My own son got locked up in prison and I didn't save his life. Yeah, I was obsessed with ERB. Uh, quite a bit. For like fucking 10 years. You got off easy when they pickled that moose cock. Draw a train. You know what? Just for you, I'm gonna. Hmm. Can I even draw a train? Can I draw a train? I don't fucking know. Okay, bro. Like right now, do you think trade is my priority? Who do you take me for? I'll see. You really want that train? Yeah. Like, look, I'll do my best. Okay, my best will not be good enough, and you'll be disappointed all the same. But I'll do my best. There you go. See, I see like Kim Jong-il did a lot of this, like where for buildings and shit, he would just draw random shapes attached to them. And this is actually great. This is why I love the practice. Like this is why I've come to love, because it's not as if I did this for a super long time. It was just with the Challenge 52 stuff that I uploaded last week, or like, well, I did last week, but for you guys, it's been uploaded and just ended, right? Like this is what he did, where like this is what has made me love it. Is like, oh, it's just we just practice creating interesting, and by interesting I mean we practice as many different ratios of box, plane, lengths, intersections, all that shit as much as we can, right? And slowly but surely, through sheer trial and error and nothing else, it's all sheer trial and error, trying to analyze what's working, trying to figure out, looking at other people's examples, looking at nature itself, like life, buildings, and then being like, what is working? And then you're like, I think this is working. And you try that. And then you're like, oh, fuck, it's failed again. But then you're like, wait, there's like 2% of that that didn't fail. And then you try again, right? And then it becomes fucking decades later. Oh, it's so intuitive. Look at him. He's just doing it like he's breathing. It's like, no, you dipshit. It took bare time. Bare time. Right. Viggy, give him his train, please. Bro, I don't know where to put this train. What do you mean? Okay, you think I can just shit a train out of my ass? All right, look how much I'm struggling to draw goddamn simple forms. Maybe I can put grass here. My ass and grass. Right? Maybe. Just like a little bit. Not that I know if it looks good or not. Okay, we'll just leave it. That's our grass, right? You guys expect too much of me, bro. I'm not. I'm nowhere near as proficient as for some reason you seem to think I am. There you go. It's all sheer trial and error. That's the one takeaway I can give to you. And you're not even sketching first. I would so embarrass myself. Draw the train next to the road. I'm not even sketching first. So you mean I'm not doing an underdrawing? Well, yeah, again, I've trained myself to do that. I literally started drawing pen only. Like I started my art journey being like, fuck this shit. I'm gonna skip that bullshit. Pen only. We're gonna build confidence. We're gonna go through the 6 months, the 7 months, the 8 months of just extreme anxiety, which is what I was feeling. Just like extreme anxiety. Oh, fuck me, is that my spit? Oh god. Anxiety and shit, right? So trust me when I say, like, I think I'm pretty qualified to talk about the beginner experience because go golly gee, did I experience it? And that's why when I say things like, I think with the tips I try to give is just like, is not, it's less so tips, but just reminders. It's reminders to you and me to be like, it is that difficult and it is worth it. And that's why it's all about the effort. And that's why like when I say things like it's just sheer ideation, it's just pure repetition. It's for the goddamn beginners who who keep who keep going in that loop to be like, is it really just repetition? How do I do this? How do I do that? The answer 9 out of 10 times, the answer is do more, think harder, try and understand what went well, try to understand what went wrong, and then do more, think harder, and then just fucking repeat for hundreds and thousands of repetitions and keep making things more complicated. Like it doesn't get more simple than that. But I get it because you don't have the context to think about it that way. Like, but I'm building that context. I'm building the experience right now, and I'm trying to remove those gaps for all of you. I'm trying to remove it, right? So you can be like, oh, okay. Like, I don't have to think. I don't want anybody to think about what to do. I just want people to think about when they're doing. Like, that's my main goal, right? Like, I don't want any of you to fucking spend too much time thinking about is this the way, is that the way, is this the way, that the way? Like, no, no. Like, look, just practice your fundamentals. Here's the mindset you need to have to get good at the fundamentals. Here's the approach you need to have when it comes to like just constantly improving yourself, right? And that's genuinely what I'm trying to promote because that's why I made that video. This is a video for beginner artists because I was starting to forget what it's like to be like a true beginner and all the effort I went through. So I made that video before I 100% forgot because I'm at a point now where my skills, even though I don't like calling myself advanced or whatever, they're definitely a little bit more like, okay, they're definitely more advanced. They're definitely more advanced. Humility aside, I know my skills are more advanced than a beginner. But for my own sake, for my own like constantly wanting to learn mindset, right? I I do better when I don't think too much when I frame it as like an underdog, like okay, like you know, fucking you're still a beginner, you're still shit, blah blah blah. If that I don't know if that makes sense. It's been 2 hours. Yes, I'm well aware it's been 2 hours. Right. I'm I'm well aware. I do actually appreciate all of you who are still here and sticking around. Again, John, like appreciate it, man. I think it seems like you're a new sub, and I'm happy that you seem to enjoy the content, right? But again, more than anything, like more than enjoying, I would appreciate if you just took the information I'm saying and applied that to yourself, right? Like that's what I would want. I would want people to actually believe in their own ability to do things because it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Like I'm just one random person, right? But if this random person is believing in you, hopefully that encourages you to believe in yourself. And like the thing is like anything in life requires repetition. Think about anything you've ever gotten good at. Did you do it immediately? Some of you may have had a talent, i.e., a slight 15 to 20% boost as a natural affinity towards that skill or thing you were getting good at. But those of you who stuck to it and did it for a long time were the ones who said, who internalized that I'm pretty fucking good. Like I have a solid understanding of this thing. Why is it any different for the skill of art? Right? If you don't have an answer for that, and by the way, I'm just creating like a straw man, so I can obviously argue a point that nobody cares about. But that's just the way I see it. Okay, and yeah, I know it's been 2 hours. I'm just going to finish these little buildings, and then we will call it a day. Right. And even like, by the way, even like doing something like this is extremely difficult in the beginning, having to keep that perspective in mind, the horizon line in mind. Now I do it not intuitively, like I constantly try to think about the perspective and the horizon line as much as I can. But it's like this middle thing where I've also kind of internalized how things should look naturally because I've practiced perspective so much, if that makes sense. It takes as long as it takes for the train. Nice. But yeah. I'd like to believe what I'm saying makes sense because at the end of the day, I'm always trying to say like it doesn't matter what you're learning, it's your mindset. Like I've gotten pretty decent at front end right now, and I haven't even learned flex yet, but I keep pushing myself with exercise and the challenges, right? Like in 2 years, I managed to get pretty fucking good at piano. Not amazing, but like my teacher says I'm pretty good, so I'm gonna take his word for it because and he has a fucking ARCT in like piano, right? Like he has like the highest accolade in playing the goddamn instrument, so I'll take his damn word for it. And I only practice for like 4 hours a week for piano, really. Like I don't really practice that much. But I'm apparently really good. Why? Because I just know the fundamentals of learning. I take gap effect breaks. I fucking I oh shit, that's pretty bad. Yeah, I take gap effect breaks. I focus I make a lot of fucking effort when I do it. Like I really put in a lot of effort. And I enjoy learning. And that's the thing. Like you have to when you and this is literally scientifically proven. When we associate positive feelings with errors, we learn faster. So anytime you feel frustration when you're learning something and you're making mistakes, you are literally objectively you're training your brain and it's shutting off because when we associate cortisol or stress emotions, right? Like all the emotions related to stress, all the chemicals, neurochemicals related to stress. When we associate that with making mistakes when we're learning, that literally turns off neuroplasticity. That literally turns off your ability to learn. So please, if there's anything you can take away from anything I'm saying, is when you're learning anything and you're making mistakes, train yourself to respond positively. Like for me, for the first year and a half after I learned about this, so literally 4 months into drawing, I learned about this, right? For the first year and a half following that, I just had a shit-eating grin on my face when I made mistakes. And I kept telling myself, error, error, error. And I just kept smiling and whatever, right? But that's how we learn better. It literally fucking works. Right? So keep that in mind. Okay? Associate positive feelings. However you do, whatever you need to do to just force a feeling of like this is good when you're learning, like it is your fucking duty to do that if you want to get good at something. That's it. That's it. I've said it. I'm a god. See, and you see like I feel good when I just made that mistake with my lines right now. I just forced myself to feel good. I can naturally do that now. Just like force a fucking quote unquote wave of dopamine, right? But it's in the beginning, it took a lot of conscious effort to do that. Okay, perspective is off, so we gotta fix it a little bit. Yeah, we gotta. Okay, yeah. Damn, perspectives really got fucked there. So we just gotta pretend like it was on purpose and do something like this. And you see like these lines are super shaky, but that's just how it is. Let's see. Speak your truth. I just started the start of your Q&A and you're pretty buff. Yeah, I am pretty buff. And that's when I was bulking too. I'm more cut now and I put on a bit more muscle. So I'm like that size, but a lot leaner. Pretty good, pretty good. Right. Right. And I've been lifting for 10 years, by the way. Like my genetics for lifting are pretty fucking shit, I'll be completely honest. Right. Like I'm naturally like I was very skinny growing up because I didn't eat. At all. Like I literally used to fucking tell every day. Like that's why I keep telling people like fucking exercise. Exercise is the number one thing you can do to improve your energy output. Like the more when you exercise, you have more energy. When you have more energy, you can do things. Why do you think I can draw for 2 hours and after this, I'm probably gonna fucking at least practice some communication stuff, right? Because I'm jacked. Literally because I'm jacked, because I have energy. Like it's just a fucking no-brainer, you know? I mean, but I get it. Like, you don't know this until you've experienced it. So I keep trying to give people knowledge so they can do it themselves. But the answer is 99% of you will listen to this, be like, yeah, 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 whatever. I know it's important, and then not do it. Right. But my hope is like that 1% that's like, you know what? If this guy, some random dickhead who is just completely normal, is capable to affect, right? Like to that's just yeah, that's what I'm hoping to impact. Because genuinely, anybody's capable of anything, right? You have two choices and two mindsets. I can't do it; it's too difficult, or I can do it, and because it's difficult, it's worth doing, right? Let's see. I'm coming for your speak your truth, man. When you're what you're saying makes sense. Thank you, I appreciate it. It only comes from experience and literally retraining my mind. I'm telling you, I was a fucking loser. All I did up until the age of from 17 to 25, all I did was jack off, play video games, smoke weed every fucking day. That's all I ever did. Literally for almost a decade straight, 8 years of my life. Right after 25 or before 25, I started learning UX design, and that's my career now. Whatever what I've been trying to get into, did go into. Unemployed now, but that being aside, right? That made me realize I could learn anything. Pivoted into art, then piano, then I did a bit of jujitsu at one point. Now coding. But the point is, I've learned how to learn. I've learned that it's literally mindset, and I've learned that it's just fucking like I just translated that decade of lifting that I did, which was the only good thing I did during that period of degeneracy, into being like, oh, this applies to everything. It just because I'm retarded, it just took me fucking 8 years to realize that the discipline with lifting applied to other things as well. But I was very much someone who was in the camp of like talent, talent, talent until I wasn't, right? So let's see. I'm learning piano, ukulele, guitar, and I just learned to transfer the ukulele chords to piano. Nice. Oh, for those of you here, I already like it's already part of my latest video. Like in last video or the video before, I already played my latest piano piece, but I'll play it again for you guys because you guys have been good. Uh, This is what I learned. I've already forgotten a lot of it, but here. Oh shit. And then wait. And this is where I fuck up all the time because it's been so long. And then what the fuck is this? Yeah, something like that. I don't even fucking know. It's like but yeah, that's Solfeggio by Bach, I believe, right? We Beethoven's Ghost. Holy shit. I'm always treading the line between getting jacked and being a fatso. Well, as long as you keep consistently trying to be jacked, that's all that matters, right? The main thing is get your nutrition down. And it's as simple as I'm gonna eat one thing for the next 3 months. Like just improve, add one thing to your diet and remove one other thing from your diet, and do that like in 1 month increments. But yeah, yeah, that's what I was learning. There, I made a fuck ton of mistakes because again, like I haven't properly practiced this. I'm learning invention number one now. I think it's also by Bach. I don't fucking know, but I'm learning invention number one now. That's the next piece. But solfeggio, I did like for 3 months. 3 months I learned it. But again, like I've been practicing piano for 2 years and 1 month now, right? So apparently this is good. Apparently, according to my piano teacher, he's like, this is really good fucking progress, right? I wouldn't know. Like I literally wouldn't know, but like the fact is, like I've gotten to a point where I'm pretty decent because I just know how to learn. Like because I've learned how to practice. I'm literally like I don't, and I'm I'm so fucking average, bro. I don't know how to tell you this. Like it's just sheer effort. That's the one thing we can all believe in is just sheer effort. But okay, I don't know what fucking squares to give this. Maybe we'll give some circles here instead. We oh shit. We There you go. Kind of looks like ass, but whatever. And then maybe something like this, right? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that. It's in my latest video as well, or like one of my videos where I was like, because I don't record, I don't actually catalog or record my piano practice, even though my teacher highly recommends it. But I just don't do it because too lazy, I forget, blah blah blah, right? But so I was like, you know what? What I've been doing ever since my piece before this, which was a waltz in A minor, I've just been trying to like essentially play it during the end of the video of my recording. So it's like a nice little Easter egg for those of you who actually watch the videos. Not even now, for like years from now when people will actually watch my videos, it'll be like, "Oh shit, nice." Like he proved his point by also being someone who learned this as well, right? But yeah. Okay, this is starting to look pretty decent. I think should I add shadows here? It probably makes sense to do something like this, right? Like I'm trying to avoid texturing as much as possible. Like we want to keep it to just shapes because like no matter how good or bad or what's working, what isn't, like it the point is what I'm trying to make for myself is like it's all just based on my shapes, right? My shapes and my lines and my perspective and nothing else. If I start adding shadows, which I don't even understand because I don't understand light, right? But if I start even trying to add any sort of shading or texturing, it's just gonna get in the way of the thing I'm focused on. No, you should add a train. Fuck you. Fuck you, man. Alright, talking shit. I will. But yeah, that actually does add a good amount of depth, so we'll do that. How about here though? Here, there's probably just shadows here, right? Rendering would make this pop, but will definitely take more time. Yeah, yeah, of course rendering would make it pop, but that's not the focus right now. The focus is like making forms that are nicely designed, readable, have good silhouette, and that's gonna already take me at least like another 50 hours of practice minimum, both in my portrait practice videos and like during these streams. So that's the goal now, right? Like the goal during the stream is like create a scene, create it where the fuck you want, but you must create readable forms. You must focus on making nice silhouettes. You must focus on yeah, like composition, scale, and this is actually I'd say a pretty good attempt at that. This I think this is definitely my best attempt. Right, and I'll tell you this, it was scary as fuck when I did this because I had no idea whether it would work out or not. And now I look at it, I'm like, hey, it doesn't look too bad. It really doesn't look too bad at all. Right. So that's the point. I don't even know if lighting makes sense like this, like is this even how shadows work? But if I make it consistent, uh maybe it'll be forgiven. Right. Add some little boxes there, what have you. Right. Same here. Add some little boxes. But yeah, how'd you guys like the piece? Solfeggio by Bach, right? Pretty really fun piece. Like the whole point of that piece that my teacher was telling me was to improve my articulation, like the speed at which I play. And I can tell like it made a huge difference. I never thought I'd be able to play at that speed at this point, but because I fucking grinded so hard to be able to do that, like now like I can play that even faster, but it goes to shit. I can play it even slower and much more fluently. as well, which is still relatively fast. And it's actually, from what he told me, like that's still performance speed. So it's like, damn, okay, cool. We worked hard. The super retro robo vacuum would have been cooler. Yeah, probably. But I like what I've done here. I'm not gonna lie. Right? I couldn't really think of anything vacuum related, but this was a good drawing session. Thank you for staying with me. I hope you guys are drawing, or if you're here and you're entertained, that's cool too. Right? But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say anymore. All my fucking energy ran out. Meanwhile, I'm just like, hey guys, be Jack. You'll have so much more energy. But I still have to go shower. Fuck. I should actually end the stream ASAP because I still have to do my two. I have to do at least an hour of drawing recording tomorrow. I also have to upload my videos, right? So I actually have to export and upload. I should do that while I should have that happening while I shower. But let's see. Oh, maybe I'll do something like this. The piece sounded great, man, but I don't have the facilities to appreciate those. Yeah, that's fine. Right? When I showed it to my mom and dad, first they were goddamn like they were literally in front of me recording me like with their phone out. So I was like, God damn it, I was already like too much pressure because it's not as if I'm an actual performer. Right, but also, I was like, "How'd you guys like it?" My dad's like, "I don't really understand music, but it sounded great." And I'm like, "Thanks, dad." As a brown dad does, he just wiggled his mustache and then he fucked off. He's like, "Anyways, I have to get back to work." I was like, "Fair enough. Fair enough, Papio." He told me not to call him that again. He beat me, but in the middle of the beating, I still managed to whisper a nice little Papio in his ear. But But yeah, like it's a good piece. It's definitely one of my most fun pieces. I've played a lot more romantic ones too. Like he likes to my piano teacher gives me definitely a good amount of variety regarding like the pieces that he has me practice. Because I even went to him when I went to him, I was like an autist. I was like, I'm all about the fundamentals, and I showed him my art stuff, and I was just like, now do this, but piano. And he's like, classical's the way, because he's classically trained as well. He's like, yep, classical's the way. I'm like, swag, and then the rest is history. See, I'm trying to add like little things here. So the shadows kind of make more, maybe like they work with the shadows, right? I don't know. This is why I'm not focusing too much on shadows and rendering because I don't actually understand it. Maybe I generally do, but like everybody has a general idea of like, okay, maybe there's a shadow here, but that's not the goal right now. Right. I'm just adding this because I think it will make it pop a little bit. Like it's like a very simple thing to add in that sense, right? And you can see my lines are going to fucking shit. Papio, Papio, you sound like the Rick and Morty show sometimes. Why the fuck? I've gotten that twice now. I don't know what you guys mean. Okay, is it like the ooh wee, look at me, I'm Pickle Viggy, let me suck your dick so I can go away? That's not even my joke. My friend made that joke, and then my other friend died. It was pretty funny. Yeah, he was roasting me. You know who you are, Mr. O, Mr. R, right? They're never watching this, fuckers. But but yeah, yeah, I don't know. Like, I know I have a pretty different personality. I won't deny that, right? I know it's jarring as fuck. Like, one second I'm articulate as fuck, and the next second I'm like dick and balls. Oh, I love XD, dick and balls. But I mean, I've always been like that. I've always been well spoken to a degree. I used to read a lot of books, right? I like to keep my brain active. I'm passionate about things, so when I explain them, I try to explain them as well as I can. I know it goes like, but I also know I use unnecessary words at times too. Right. You might need highlights to create separation for in between the windows and the shadows. I don't know what that means, bro. I don't know what that means. Ball sack, exactly. Oh god. Yeah, hit the fucking thing again. Keep dropping my damn cap. Okay, highlights. Okay, well, maybe I know I can create a shadow here, right? Something like that, right? See, this is why I don't want to add too many shadows, because then I get nitpicky and then start doing shit like this, which is pointless. Right. You might need highlights to create separation for between the windows and the shadows. I don't know what the fuck that means. I literally know nothing but shadows and highlights or any of that stuff. And like this actually looks pretty mid, to be honest. Maybe if I just, yeah, maybe if I actually do something like this, where I actually give the side a shadow. That actually looks a bit better. Yeah, that definitely looks better. Better, 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 better. Okay, you know what? This is actually a pretty good session. I might just call it here. I feel as if this, like this, definitely. Yeah, I feel as if this definitely was a good session. Like we drew the giant ship. We're almost done it. I just need to really figure out a good silhouette that will make this stand out on its own, make this stand out on its own, and whatever I put here will not make the sleeves look too muddied. That's the main thing. Like I don't want to muddy this, so I really have to think about that. This is pretty simple, but it works, right? Again, like this, whoever's fucking piloting this is a goddamn idiot because they're literally pointing away, right? Like this is again, I fucked up perspective. This is pointing at them, and then this was pointing away. Uh, but yeah, that's just how it is. Those are just the mistakes that are made, right? Let's add another maybe nut and bolt here, here, and here, right? Okay. I think that's good. It looks relatively decent, relatively spatially reasoned, right? Nothing incredible, but you know what? Not bad. I definitely improved composition. Like, holy shit, I definitely improved composition. When do you think you'll finish? I mean, I'll probably stream sometime in the next week or two. And yeah, next stream. This is all stream stuff. Like like anything I do on stream, I finish on stream, right? But yeah, I don't expect like a solid streaming schedule. Sometimes I'm consistent, like I do a weekly thing. Other times I don't, like between this one and the last one. Sometimes I've gone a month and a half. Like I try to do it, but you know, the main thing is my drawing. Like the main thing is I will always upload 5 days a week, Tuesday to Saturday at 6:15 p.m. I've never missed that, apart from that one week at the end of December when I said, "Hey, I'm not uploading this week." So expect obviously hyper consistency there because that's like me. Like that's who I am when it comes to my actual practice. I will live up to the fact that I can be hyper consistent regarding that, right? But with these streams, I love them. I like talking to the audience when I do have them. Like, I appreciate you, John, because again, I'm a fucking 1.07K subscribed YouTuber. I don't actually have people watching me, right? It's really sporadic and random. So I always appreciate this. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay. I hope anybody who's still here enjoyed, right? 6 people watching now apparently. So whoever you fuckers are, I hope you enjoyed. Right. I hope this was entertaining. I hope you hashtag Viggy famed, which means you tried your hardest and you focused on the effort and the errors and you derived enjoyment from them. I've defined Viggy famming to be less retarded. But with that being said, as always, fuck you for watching. Keep drawing, and please give me money.